Everybody, thanks for watching. Just a quick reminder that the flash drive sale today is the last day for this sale at this price, $79.99. Make sure you guys take advantage of this sale. It has all my DVD videos on there. It has the YouTube videos on there categorized. I put out the video last night talking about what's going on with YouTube, how they demonetizing channels, how they taking down channels, the stuff that they've been doing. My channel was demonetized a little while ago. I filed my appeal with YouTube or what have you. But, I talked about this yesterday. I didn't post the, the email they sent me and what they stated. Basically stating that my content is harmful content and controversial issues. That my channel is centered on controversial issues. So I talked about other channels that that has been verified by YouTube. So understand, YouTube's verified process, just like Instagram, is a thorough check of your account, your channel. Not only that, they check your ID. Like, they want to see, you got to upload a picture of your ID. You have to be able to be verified that you are you. So they really go into your personal life and they really review your channel. So for them to review certain channels, they give them verified checks. Channels that have far more controversial subjects than mine, just tells you what's going on. Now, I'm not stupid. You guys know what I talk about. I talk about a lot of controversial stuff. I know what YouTube is. I know YouTube is, definitely a public social media site, but it's not owned in that capacity as far as it being legitly, public. So when you have sponsors and people that sponsoring videos and people that's have content that they have advertisements on or what have you, those are partners of YouTube. Those are, it's like commercials. You guys watch the video, you see the commercials. These are corporations and companies that's paying them for the advertisement, and they're giving the content creator a part of it because, just like TV, if you have a bunch of people watching, then yeah, obviously you're doing something right to where they want to advertise. So that's what it's about. But we understand what these companies are, these corporations are about, and what they don't, want to be known. So the claim would be that, we don't want to monetize channels that have controversial issues because there might be a conflict of interest or a problem for our, advertisers or for the companies that they get to advertise on these channels. And the thing is, one, YouTube is full of controversial issues. Now, I know people are going to say, well, maybe they just caught up with you now. And all the other channels that's controversial, they're going to take those channels down. The channels that are outlined, Vice, Gaia, all these other channels that are verified. So that's the thing. It's not about them taking down stuff, prematurely or early or late or what have you. It's about what they want being shown in the content that's being put out there. Again, like I said in the video yesterday, you got to pay attention. If they're verifying you, then obviously you're doing something that you want them to do. Like I said, when people had a problem, when I said it's about Dr. King, you don't get no statue in Washington, D.C. if you're doing something right for black people. Now, you can get caught all up in the civil rights movement and everything that took place, but clearly it's more to it, which I got into in previous videos. You don't get verified. They're not going to verify you if you're doing something opposite of what they want. It's just that simple. So these people who everybody keep asking me about, all your favorite new guys that's on here putting out information, a lot of people getting caught up in Anunnaki and all these other, misinformation, which is really misinformation. All this other nonsense you guys getting caught up in and ask me about these people who I don't watch these people. You just pay attention to the platform. I mean, the platform monetized, the platform has a verified check. Now, of course, if you're a gaming channel, you can get verified because you're talking about games. You're promoting exactly what they want. The game wouldn't be out if they didn't want it to be out. So channels can get verified, but you got to look at the content. So a channel that's putting out truth, or talking about, consciousness or what have you, the correct way. Because you have Gaia that's talking about consciousness. You have Vice that's talking about consciousness, that have all kinds of crazy videos. Now, to take a channel down for controversial issues, you look at a channel like Vice, and they have videos on people doing drugs, showing people doing drugs. Just look at the content. You look at the content, same thing with Gaia. It's far more controversial than my channel. So what's the difference? What's the difference? Look at the people that's on there, understand what's being said. People get caught up too much in somebody because they look the part. plain and simple. And it's like, okay, a lot of people ask me all the time, why don't I do things the way these other channels do it, or these other, these big wigs do it? Because one, I don't have the backing. These people are backed. They have money. They have people behind them that's pushing this stuff. You can't have a press conference or do a whole entire lecture with people that come there if it's not somebody behind it. Understand? So you're either going to be talking about a topic they want you to talk about, or you're going to be definitely, in with them on what's being said. I did one lecture on gospel hip hop for somebody who knows me, and but I guarantee you that if the main people at UNLV knew my content or what I talked about, they wouldn't want me speaking at their school. That was just something that happened that wasn't as big as it should have been. But if it was, I wouldn't be speaking there. Trust me, they wouldn't allow it. So understand, like these channels, people. Somebody said to me that I put out conspiracy theory videos. A lot of my videos are conspiracy theories. If you black and you using the word conspiracy theory, you fucking crazy. I mean, if you're using it seriously, it's okay to talk about it. But if you want to use that word truthfully against another black person, everything these people have done to us, everything that they hid, and you want to use conspiracy theory in a negative term towards a black person that's speaking truth, you lost your mind. You're on the wrong channel. Don't be on my channel if you saying that shit. Because conspiracy theory is just a word to say that people who are looking for the truth, who are conscious, who are woke, is stupid for being conscious and woke. We just talking bullshit. Now, you can go and believe your religious stuff if you want, and believe whatever you want to believe. One thing I don't do, if you are truly religious and you're following your religion, which nobody is, then cool, go do you. And I tell people all the time, Christians, you religious, that's what you want to do, go do you. I don't go to people's pages, Instagram, any social media pages. I don't just go into Christians' pages and be like, oh, you stupid, you believe in that bullshit? I don't do that. They come find me because they're looking for the truth, because they don't believe that bullshit that they following. They're trying to get validation for what they believe in. It's just like you liking something so much, and then somebody come and start talking shit. You done invested all this time and money into it, and somebody come talking shit about it, you're going to get defensive. You're going to feel some type of way. So these people who have cried and boo-hooed and dropped to their knees and prayed for their hopes and dreams for the white Jesus to come down and save their ass, and it ain't happened, and they still doing the shit, as soon as they hear you talking against it, it's going to trigger something in them, which I talk about this. And they're going to feel some type of way. And that's what takes place with most of these Christians. They come looking for validation for what they believe in, and people who believe in what they believe in. And then finding these channels like mine and others who talking against it, trying to put out the truth. And they don't want to hear the truth because they're already closed-minded, because they feel some type of way that they were believing something so long and they feel stupid. Now, that depends on the person. I was the same way. I felt stupid, happened to me. I didn't turn away from Dr. Ben and John Henry Clark and Ivy Von Stuff. I didn't turn away from none of these people and their information. I was just like, wow, they got me. Let me see what's going on and let me judge for myself and do my own research to figure out if what's being said is true, which is not hard. You just go do the research and look for yourself, and you can figure out what's true or not. If it's not true to you, if you don't find any truth in it, then go back to doing what you're doing. Don't come to argue with us. That's the thing. They want to argue, and it's emotional. It's a trigger, and they're emotional about what you're saying. So a lot of the people that thumbs down my videos and come there hating and posting shit, sending me emails or what have you, I can't even tell you how many death threats I get. Yo, if I see you out in the street, yo, and I'm gonna cut you. I get so many death threats from people, from Muslims, Christians, all kinds of people, because they got their feelings hurt. And this is what we endure doing what we do for the people that's genuine and doing this stuff. But I don't knock these people who, you got questions. You're still sticking to your guns with Christianity, but you have questions. You have questions. You're looking for the truth. You don't want to jump away from something you've been following your whole life just off of something that made sense a little teeny bit. You want to dig deeper. I don't knock these people. Keep digging. Dig deeper. Find it for yourself. As I tell everybody, do your own research and you'll come to the truth. Now, I said this before. I said that this will happen, that, eventually the fake accounts, fake misinformation agents or what have you would take over, because that's what happens. If they can't beat it, they join it. So they slowly started to see how conscious people and all these channels and everything was coming in and putting out the truth, going against, you know, what they want you to believe. So the way you do that is you put other people in. And the thing is, they understand y'all. They know that y'all going to basically jump on the people who look the part. So if somebody is doing something that looks similar to TV, you know, they got press conferences, they got audiences or what have you, they have lectures that they have to look. And all they got to do is say a couple things that you agree with. They got to act like they down with the conscious community. They got to act like they against the government and all these agencies or what have you. They're against what's going on. They got to act like a conspiracy theorist. They know if they do that, then people will jump on and they'll be like, oh, look at this. Look at all the bells and whistles. It's just like what these rappers up and coming, these underground guys. It's a lot of cats that's underground that have good music, putting out good music, conscious music. Better than these guys that's mainstream making millions of dollars, way better. But the fact that the mainstream guys are millionaires and got crazy money, nobody wants to listen to the conscious rappers. They're corny. They don't want to hear the message. They don't want to promote them because they're just a regular person who's trying to make it. They're corny. And this is what happens. You know, it's the same thing. People see all the bells and whistles in a lot of these videos, which is why I said before, while, you know, I did an intro. I went to film school. I learned how to do the intros and all that stuff like that. I wanted to be a director a long time ago. But I didn't want to make it too commercial looking, the videos. And, you know, I have backgrounds, green screen and stuff like that, just trying to give it a different look. But you got to pay attention to these channels and these people and what they're saying, because it's going to sound good. And I told you guys, it's going to sound good. They're going to look the part, but just pay attention to what they're trying to steer you towards. If they're verified by YouTube, that should tell you right there. If they're verified by YouTube and they're supposed to be a conscious site, they're supposed to be a so-called conspiracy theorist site, then it's a problem, because they wouldn't be verified by YouTube if it was all on the up and up, legit, as far as consciousness wise. It's not. It's disinformation. They know what they're doing. They're steering you in the wrong direction, playing off of your emotions, playing off what you think or what you want to hear, and it's all nonsense. I can't tell you how many times people have, hey, have you seen this guy? Have you seen this guy's videos? Or you need to link up with this guy. Those guys are bullshit. Most of the guys you guys try to refer me to, they are agents. Plain and simple. I'll tell you just like that. And it ain't just me hating because they're where they are as far as their channel being monetized and verified or what have you. I never applied for verification on there, by the way. But it's clear. Like, if you really do this, then you know. So, you know, conspiracy theory, I mean, we talking about videos they have about aliens. They're hijacking a lot of conscious themes like the indigo children. But when they show you these indigo children, they're white kids. You know, a lot of people going to take, you know, there's a problem with that. Look at what they're doing. Indigo children is these white kids. And then you watch the videos, these kids talking about seeing God and everything like that. I mean, highly controversial. Pay attention. Like, and pay attention who's on these platforms. Some of your favorite guys, I'm not going to name no names, who are on these platforms like Gaia and Vice. You guys like these people. Y'all think they're giving y'all some type of truth. I don't understand it. It's clear as day. Like, come on, man. Wake the fuck up. See what's going on, who these people really is. I told you it was going to come a time. This stuff is going to be gone. It's going to be gone. My channel going to get taken down. Other channels will be taken down. This is just a start. And it has happened to other people who I know who started out with channel being demonetized. And then eventually they'll come back. Now, he kept posting. You can keep posting, doing what you do, but eventually they'll come back on and just say, well, you violated too many policies, what have you, had to take down your channel. Because at the end of the day, it ain't got shit to do with the money. Nothing to do with the money. They'll pay you if you're doing what they want you to do. They don't care. So, okay, we demonetize your channel, which they're hoping you don't show no more interest or post what you've been posting. And then if you keep up doing that, if you could read real quick what I posted on there, what it says, well, because it tells you, in order to get remonetized, take down the content that is deemed, you know, not fit or against YouTube's policy. How are you going to tell what is and what's not? Because if you go look on these other channels I just named, they have the same type of content and videos, and they're still up there. So how do I know what is and what's not? So if you take down these videos that we don't like, basically what they're saying, change your channel around or what have you, then we'll remonetize your channel. They're telling you basically, if you want this money, you got to fucking do what we want you to do. Stop telling the truth. So a lot of this stuff, these so-called, you know, controversies or what have you is bullshit. They stage, just like this whole Donald Trump thing is bullshit. Y'all really think, as I said in the video, y'all really think they're going to arrest a former president and he's going to go to trial and all this? It's all smoke and mirrors. It's all bullshit. Y'all got to pay attention. Same thing with Alex Jones. So Alex Jones has been going to court for defamation. A lot of you guys know about this. Alex Jones, there's no way you go and infiltrate Bohemian Grove and live, not let alone be able to actually interview former presidents after this. It's bullshit. It's all a setup. So what Alex Jones is going through, because he's probably going embarking on a great work, trying to get his highest level of Freemasonry, and this is what he's doing right now. You know, he has the whole defamation case, and basically that is to basically show content creators and people who's doing what he do. You want to tell the truth? They're trying to make it like you can be held liable, you can be sued and sent to court. What other person, you know, how is he so important and big that you have these news agencies covering his defamation case? Why are these people? Because they want you to know. Who is he? He's supposed to be just a regular, like, why are they covering this man like he's a huge celebrity? They're covering this so you can know that if you tell the truth, if you say something, you can be held liable and have a lawsuit filed against you for defamation. And if somebody like Alex Jones can have a defamation case, anybody can. So watch what you say. It's a scare tactic, plain as day. That's what it's there for, to scare people into believing this is what they can do, this is what can happen to you. Meanwhile, his channel was still up. The dude's still getting views or what have you, and you know, it's still doing what it do. But that's what that shit is about. That's the type of stuff that they do to make it look like, oh, they got him, and you know, it's a problem, and you know, he was telling the truth, and free Alex Jones and all that. He's just putting out the truth, and you know, they locking him up for defamation, or he's getting sued for defamation and all this other stuff. It's bullshit. It's all a hoax. It's bullshit. So they would not be giving him this much coverage, the coverage he's been getting, you know, about the whole Sandy Hook thing, because they want you to believe that. He came out and said, because everybody was saying, oh, the Sandy Hook thing is a hoax because we're still finding these people alive. They've been exposing so much inconsistencies and problems with the whole Sandy Hook thing. So it's like, we're finding these people alive. There's a lot of people coming out and talking. There's crazy stuff that happened that day. So how they do that, they can't beat it, they join it. You get Alex Jones to come on there and say the same stuff. Oh, defamation, and all the families is filing lawsuits and all these issues to get people to shut up about it publicly. So in the sheep's mind, it's like, well, this must be legit because he's been, you know, filed a lawsuit against, and he's been, you know, had to go to court and everything because of what he said. So maybe what he said is not true, you know, which trickles down to everybody who's telling the truth. And you believing that they're telling lies too because this guy is locked up and all this stuff is big and humongous against them. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. It's to get you to be scared of telling the truth. It's just that simple. As I said, content creators is going to have to decide between telling the truth and getting paid. So it's one of the reasons why people do gaming channels. It's one of the reasons why people do what they do. You start putting out stuff like this is what's going to happen. Thus the reason, again, for Merkable Academy. And, you know, again, make sure you guys go there, register, because all the good videos are going to be over there now. I'm going to be putting some videos on there for from DVDs that will be in the Not For YouTube section. It's going to change. The site is getting done. Thanks to you guys helping out, buying everything, whatever you bought, you know, because it helps out. Yeah, it's just, you know, like I said, I'm going through shit right now. I'm not stinking rich, and there's no way they will ever let me get to the level these people are financially. They'll stop that, which they're doing right now. So like I said, I appreciate everything, every person who supported, I appreciate it. But yeah, just pay attention to what you watch and what you put your time and effort into, and make sure you ain't being led astray. I ain't want to say nothing. I never really speak on these people. I'm not trying to be going back and forth with somebody, especially when you know what they're doing. If you're conscious, you should already know. Most of y'all know this shit already. Y'all understand what's going on. Don't be putting your fucking time into these boo-boos that's giving you bullshit information. Just really do the research. It's just that simple. Really, you don't gotta watch my channel. Whoever you do watch, just make sure they're giving you shit that connect dots to your own research and truth. Not this bullshit. Or they just mix in too much. But they're trying to give you what you want to hear. Remember, these people have computers. They have an algorithm. So they can tell based upon what you're looking at and what you're searching, what you're interested in. Now feed you these videos that is pleasing to you, that you like, subject that you're interested in, and you'll watch it and you'll get pulled right into the nonsense. This is what's happening. You know, you say something enough times, your phone will start showing it to you on the timeline, on social media. You talk about certain foods, you're going to see it. So these people know what you like and what you're talking about. They recording it through the phone. They're giving you this information. So these people are they're here to pull you in, you know, and you think it's you. You think you did some shit. Ooh, I discovered some shit. And you just hopped onto some information they want you to have because it's going to steer you away from the truth. That's all that's going on. People like me and other people are giving you truth. We connecting dots. We making it make sense. A lot of the stuff that they're giving you is still stuff you have to hold on to. Like all this alien stuff, you have to hold on and wait for that. You know what I'm saying? It's like wait for Jesus. It's not going to happen in your lifetime. You know, you got to wait for them to give you hints and everything. People want to hold on to that. And while you holding on to it, they're getting shit done. And not just that, it's distracting you from the shit that's really important. You know, stuff that we talk about, truthers. They're distracting you from that while you holding on to some Anunnaki coming back. So yeah, again, appreciate everybody for the emails and everybody who's been supporting. I'm pretty sure I forgot something, but I appreciate it. Don't think I don't. I really appreciate everything, especially at this point. It's a point that I prepared myself for. I knew what's coming, and what's coming is they're going to protect hard like they're doing with this corona shit, that they're not going to want the information to get out. That's what I'm telling you. Make sure you subscribe to Merkable Academy. I can't put this shit on YouTube. So make sure you subscribe, because the shit that's really going to possibly save your life and help you out big time is going to be on there. I can't put this shit on YouTube. So the videos I said I will put on YouTube is going to be just shit like this. But yeah, thank you guys for taking the time to watch and support. See you next video.